9 as Michael van Gerwen becomes the 7th player to wrap up a spot in the last 8 here on New Year's Day. He has beaten Jeffrey de Graaf by 4 sets to 2. De Graaf averaging just a smidgen under 92, but MVG up over in excess of 101. One more game to come, and that is Luke Littler, last year's runner-up. He will take on the man from the northeast, Ryan Joyce. But before we get to that, let's reflect back on the earlier action. Stephen Bunting was a straight sets 4-0 winner over Luke Woodhouse, and we here on talkSPORT 2.
Yeah, I'm so happy with the scoreline, obviously 4-0. Luke missed quite a lot of doubles, but I put him under so much pressure early on. I think the crowd was a massive influence in the game. I was so happy that they were all going Bunting mental, and yeah, I can have a day off tomorrow, and I look forward to New Year's Day.
I'm even seeing scarves now in the crowd. This is getting out of hand, isn't it?
Yeah, long may it continue. I always try to show my personality on the social media side, obviously the new YouTube channel, and everything we've done this year has been testament to what's happening, and obviously you can see it now in the crowd. The crowd were, I think that is the most electric I've ever felt it. I've played here, I don't know how many times, a lot of times, but I've ever felt. And yeah, although I was nervous before and going on and stuff, as soon as I got on stage I felt at home, and the crowd really got me through that.
It felt like there was a bit of magic in the air tonight. The atmosphere was electric, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, and I felt it. Obviously, hopefully they keep it up now. I've got Peter Wright, so he's a fan favourite as well. But really looking forward to that game now. Like I said, I've got a day off tomorrow. I'll make sure I do the right things, and I come back and you see the best version of Stephen Bunting on New Year's Day. Bram Bunting is through to the quarterfinals. His take on Peter Wright. Now expectations will be in the afternoon session. Peter Wright against Stephen Bunting. Winner of our next game, Luke Littler or Ryan Joyce will take on Nathan Aspinall. Chris Dobie will take on Gerwen Price. Van Gerwen through to take on Callan Ridds. New Year's Day, so the small matter of Littler against Joyce to come. Before we get to that, Paul Nicholson's just taking you through all the action. Michael van Gerwen, decent performance, credit where it's due, 102 near enough the average, 46% on the doubles, got pegged back to 2-2 but had all the answers.
Yeah, had all the answers, holding all the aces. Use your superlative or indeed comparison to another instance, but the fact is each game he plays, he's getting better. 85 against Hurrell and didn't drop a set. He then was tested against Brendan Dolan. He averaged over 97. This time he raises it by nearly 5 points. You just got to wonder if he's peaking at the right time. And he's got Callan Ridds in the quarters, who's never made a semi-final, and Michael's made a stack of them. So that's a fascinating dynamic when we come back on New Year's Day. Michael will be very, very pleased with the way he's played in the last 3 matches.
Yep, he certainly will. He is through. Jeffrey de Graaf, good tournament for him, into the world's top 64. He's had a good run, hasn't he?
Yeah, and you've got to emphasise as well, he's inside the top 64 in his year on the PDC circuit. If he can find some consistency, there's no reason why Jeffrey can't break the top 40, even get close to the top 32 by the end of 2025. He's still eligible to play Nordic and Baltic Tour darts as well, which is a tune-up for PDC Tour stuff. So, big year ahead of Jeffrey. I wonder where he'll be in 12 months' time.
Well, we will find out. All that will be revealed. Right, Luke Littler, this is the hottest ticket in town. Last year's runner-up, about to do battle with Ryan Joyce. Let me run you through the Premier League scores over on talkSPORT right now. It is still Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2, Ipswich 2, Chelsea 0, and Aston Villa 2, Brighton 1. In League 2, AFC Wimbledon Gillingham by a goal to 0. Keep you up to date with all those games as they draw to a conclusion. We joked at the start of the day that there was a Geordie quadruple to be had. Well, so far we've seen Chris Dobie win, we've seen Callan Ridds win. Looks like Newcastle are going to win, so all hopes go. Joyce, Paul Nicholson, can he pull it off?
Well, a lot of people think he can, because Littler's been starting matches, well, not great, not in the way that we're accustomed to seeing from the young man. So if Ryan Joyce gets out of the block, finds a lot of joy on the outer ring, which is his biggest weapon, there's no reason why he can't get a lead and protect it. The big danger here is the same thing that he faced against Ryan Searle. He's playing an opponent who has better scoring than him. And this is like going up against Bryson DeChambeau in a long drive contest, because nobody scores better than Luke Littler. He's got the most 180s of the season by a long, long way. But if Ryan can weather that storm early, who knows what could happen. And if there's any sort of tailing off from Littler in the last game of the year, it'll be fascinating to see where Ryan is after 4 sets.
It will. How will this one pan out? Already through tonight. Bunting 4, Woodhouse 0, Van Gerwen 4, De Graaf 2. Littler is the final last 16 tie. It's the final PDC World Championship match before the New Year break. Well, I say break, they get 1 day off. They'll be back on New Year's Day. We'll be back on New Year's Day as well. All 4 quarterfinals live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2 and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube. You're getting involved with that. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you've not done it yet, make sure you do it. Plenty of content. We'll have a winner interview with Michael Van Gerwen there shortly. He'll be speaking to Abby Davis backstage, and we'll have an interview with the winner of our final game. Will it be Littler or will it be Ryan Joyce? Look at this one, the culmination of what's been a wonderful year of darts, but it starts in a half's time, Nico. We don't get much time to rest up.
No, not at all. The darts season is pretty much 24/7, 364, or probably 363 days a year. But for some players, it's every day. Something is always going into their career. If you think that the quarter-finalists have got tomorrow off, think again. They'll have a little tune-up, maybe throw for about an hour, and there will be media duties as well. Switching off from the World Championship tomorrow is a mistake. You can rest constructively, but you've got to keep your mind on doing the right things all day long, leading up to what could be 3 very, very fruitful days at the start of 2025.
Could be. Bunting after his asked him about the Premier League, asked him about the World Series of Darts. Has he played himself into them, do you think?
Yes and yes, because he's got the brand, he's got the form, he's the PDC World Masters champion. He'll defend that at the end of January. I don't know what the plans are for the PDC to pick the Premier League lineup. It's entirely up to them what they do, and it'll be interesting to see who gets the nod. But I didn't have very many names sheet about a week ago, but I've got a couple more names on it now, because I think Gerwen Price is going to again. That's if he takes it. That's up for debate. But I think Bunting deserves it. He's been there before. I think he's more ready than he was before, and I think he'd be fabulous for it, because he'd be getting people off their chairs, singing Titanium, having value for money.
Well, he thinks he's got the best walk-on in the game now, Stephen Bunting. I'm sure Nathan Aspinall will have something to say about Ryan Joyce up against Luke Littler. Ryan Joyce, to many people, could be the man who spoils Christmas if he wins tonight. The only worry I have for Ryan Joyce is such a lovely laid-back fella. Are the crowd going to get stuck into him? Not in a negative way, not in a nasty way, but they are going to be very pro Luke Littler.
Of course they are. It's the same when you play big figureheads like Phil Taylor or Fowler. In some instances, say Raymond van Barneveld, for example. But when Ryan gets on the stage, it's interesting what people around him will be saying. If someone's got up to him and said, they are going to boo you at times, he must accept that and understand it's not personal. There's a lot of money on the line tonight, an extra £15,000. It makes more difference to Ryan than it does to Luke, because he's better off. But Ryan, if he takes the right advice and he does the right things under the right circumstances, he can win this match. But if Luke Littler turns up and plays the way he did at the Grand Slam, this will be over in 5 sets for me.
We'll find out. The players are not too far away from coming out here on to the stage. Just a reminder what we've seen today. Chris Dobey, 4-3 winner over Kevin Dukes. Callum Rich, 4-3 winner over Robert Owen. Nathan Aspinall brushed aside Ricardo Pietreczko, 4-0. Bunting also a 4 Woodhouse, and Michael Van Gerwen, 4-2 winner over Jeffrey de Graaf. We're awaiting the 2 players out here. You are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship with Village Hotels. Find rooms for as little as £49 in the Big Village sale at villagehotels.com. John McDonald is poised and ready. What do you think is going through Luke Littler's mind at this moment? Averaging 99 for the tournament. We saw that heroic 140-plus average in the final set in his opening match, but what will he be aiming for tonight?
I think he's looking to do the same thing that Michael van Gerwen's just done. Put in a statement performance of sustained reliability, which is now the favourite phrasing of myself and Chris Mason. Put in 4 or 5 really good sets. Tick every box. Get yourself a handful of maximums. Get yourself a 3-figure average. Don't make many mistakes, and make sure you get another dose of New Year darts. Because when he was here 12 months ago, getting into the quarterfinals, the semis and the final, darts maybe forever. It might change even more if he's holding that trophy on January the 3rd.
Maybe. You'll find out on talkSPORT. We're live on talkSPORT for the semi-finals and the finals, Thursday and Friday night. We will be back here at the Alexandra Palace, but will the young fella Luke Littler, 17 years of age, he has had, well, I say a straightforward, but Ryan Meikle, Andy and White both gave him a test. 3-1 and 4-1 wins respectively over the pair. For Ryan Joyce, 3-1 winner over Darius Labanauskas. To side Danny Noppert 3-1 and then beat Ryan Searle in a cracker, averaging 97.40. He's going to have to be there at least, you feel, if he's going to win this one.
Yeah, I think so. I think the high 90s is a must for Ryan. He has won a PDC title back in 2020 by averaging 100 in the final, but that was best of 13 legs. Not much at all. This is a different kettle of fish. But there's one thing that I'm really intrigued by when it comes to this last 16 match. Littler and Joyce have played in one last 16 match each, and neither lost it. Last year, Littler beat Raymond van Barneveld by 4 sets to 1 to set up a quarter-final. Back in 2019, Ryan Joyce beat James Wade by 4 sets to 3. So someone's undefeated record at this stage of a Worlds is about to leave them.
Who will it be? We will find out. Keep in touch. You can get involved in the comments on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page. You can use the hashtag Darts on the radio if you want to get involved on other forms of social media. It's Mark Wilson, Paul Nicholson and producer Matt Gubbins taking you through the final game of 2024. Dancer Mason will be back New Year's Day for a bumper day of darts. Some great ties to look forward to. Peter Wright against Stephen immediately leaps off the page, as does Dobie against Price. And, well, if the real Callan Ridge turns up, he could give Michael van Gerwen a real game in the quarterfinals.
Oh, I agree. I think that's a great, fast-paced, blitzing style game. We could get a lot of 3-0 sets in that one. Someone hitting their stride and keeping it going in best-of-9 set darts. There'll be a lot of darts on that stage on New Year's Day, but that Peter Wright-Stephen Bunting game, my word, that's good. The way that Wright's played in this tournament, the way that Bunting has played this year, them locking horns in a couple of days, darts is all about right now. I just can't wait for that match.
Nathan Aspinall waits the winner of this one. Luke Littler against Ryan Joyce. Luke Littler in the same stable as Nathan Aspinall. I get the feeling the Asp is relishing the opportunity to put Luke Littler in his place, isn't
he? Yeah, Aspinall has been the top dog in the ZXF camp, and then all of a sudden this kid turns up playing junior darts, getting all the headlines, and Littler is the brand in darts. You can't escape him, and now the question is, can Joyce beat him? We're about to find out.
We are. MC John McDonald makes his way onto the stage for the final time in 2024. 9 remain in the hunt for the Sid Waddell Trophy. That will be down to 8 at the conclusion of our final game of the night here at the Alexandra Palace. And they wait for the Prince to take the stage against Ryan Joyce. Let's join John McDonald.
And a very special welcome back to the action. We are coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. It's the 4th round action of the Paddy Power World Darts Championship, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. Both England, firstly, would you please welcome, taking part in his 7th World Championship. He's looking for his 2nd World Championship. The winner of 2 PDC's titles. It's relentless Ryan!
To me, looks quite shy in the bright lights of the cameras and the big stage. He shakes hands with John McDonald and the officials. He's here to play party pooper tonight, that is for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 10 PDC titles, a Premier League champion, a Grand Slam champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 3 World Series titles, all in his first year as a professional. He is the former World Championship finalist. It's Luke.
Has been dethroned. There's a vacant world title for somebody to go and take. Will it be the new 17 years of age? Looks like he's in enjoying himself up on the walk-on onto that big stage.
Absolutely. He looks more relaxed on that walk-on too. That's about for Ryan Joyce. And if you were to say to Luke Littler about 3-4 hours ago, go out there and end the year the way that you started it, he'll say, do you know what? That sounds pretty good. Let me loose. Off you go then, Littler. Let's see what you got.
Well, he's orchestrating the crowd at the moment. Just having a drink of his water, getting ready. Big smile on his face. The world in his hands right now. Ryan Joyce, a tournament average of 95.37 against Littler's 99.12. Double the 180s for Luke the Nuke. But better finishing stats for Ryan Joyce, 41% to Littler's 40%. Is that where the 39-year-old Ryan Joyce's hopes lie?
That's what's got to happen. He's got to get chances. He's got to take them quickly. The biggest thing about his game with Ryan Searle in the previous round, he really needed a second bite of the cherry. Against the scoring power of the Nuke, he might not get that second bite of the cherry. In fact, Luke might take the cherry and throw it away. This is the scorer against the doubler. 2 different types of player playing the same format. This is fascinating. Ryan Joyce will start. How deep do we go in the final game of the year?
Well, we'll find out. Ryan Joyce has to throw in the opening set. Opens up with 95. Race sets for a place in the quarterfinals against Nathan Aspinall. And here goes Littler, opening visit.
Oh no, someone's in the mood. It's always a bad sign when your opponent gets a 180 with their first 3 darts. It means that everything that's happened in the lead-up has been good. And things, well, they might just get better as the night goes on. And there's something in the air tonight, Mark, because chatting to guys backstage, had a chat with a couple of really close colleagues of mine. He's got 4 9-darters in 2024. That is equally the record with Gerwen, Price and James Wade. He has now got 2 hours, 11 minutes and 15 seconds to get a 5th to have the... If he doesn't get a 9 tonight, that record is equal. But boy, would he make history if he gets one at some point. 102 for the first leg.
Yep. Single 20. Went for treble 14. It's treble 16. So Joyce 1-2-2 to hold his leg of the match. Well, big one's not going to help. That is poor dart. It's treble 19, but you get the feeling this is a little bit too little, too late.
74. Yeah, you can't leave Littler on double 10. Well, there you go, right at the top of the bed. And starts with a 13-darter. Here's another little bit of a tidbit. When a 9, I'm not setting it up because he is going to hit one. I'm setting it up because he might hit one. Might even hit one in his leg. He started leg 2 with a max as well. When he's hit those 4 maxes this year, Mark, every tournament that was in, he has won it. Final of the Premier League, Belgian darts, Bahrain in the Players' Championship on the floor. We'll have to wait. It's not going to be a 9 in leg 2.
97.
No, but he's got a healthy advantage here. Can tell you, Ipswich have beaten Chelsea by 2-0. Big win for the Tractor Boys. Not many will have seen that one coming. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 2 late on, and Newcastle still lead by 2-0 at Manchester United. AFC Wimbledon lead in League 2 at Gillingham. 76. That takes him down to 148. Only a max will do for Ryan Joyce here. He's on 347. He is in the red bit. Can't follow it in. Bit of a rise on the face of Ryan Joyce. This might be unlike much he's experienced in his career so far.
Yeah, it might just be the biggest spectacle he's played in. Played in finals on the floor, including this season. He's played in a quarter-final. Lost to Michael van Gerwen in 2019. But this is a whole different ball game now. 6 years later, Littler for 20 in tops. 20 misses the tops, but the 10s is also missed. And this is where Joyce has got to pounce. 120 is very gettable for him. It's not his strongest finish, but it's a chance. He's blocked the 60 with a high 20. He's going to persevere on the, and it doesn't work.
Well, he did get underneath it, but not in the target, so leaves double 10, but that is Littler's go-to double for a 2-0 lead in the opening set. And at the third time of asking, he hits double 10 and leads by 2-0.
Let me tell you where the problem lies in this match already. It's not the fact that Littler's hit 2 maxes to start legs 1 and 2. Ryan nearly does it himself to start leg 3. 3 games. He's had 11 maximums. Littler's played 2. He's now got 24. So he had double the maximums, having played one less games.
Yeah. Well, he could be Joyce's opening max. There it is, right on cue. That's 3 and 3 legs between the pair. Well, they're going to get on with it, that is for sure.
54.
There are going to be 3,500 darts fans leaving Ali Pali tonight at the end of this one thinking, can we not just keep going?
96.
Correct. I'm on that list as well. 3,501.
2. Mason's already gone home, so just keep it at 3,502.
Right, you require 85.
85 then for a first leg on the board. Ryan Joyce went treble 9. Doesn't need to go the bull route, although he hits the bull, and that is a nice double to leave double 8. Brilliantly tied it up by Ryan Joyce. Well, his first look, and he's taking it out.
Well, there you go. There's his strength. The bottom left corner of the board. The treble 16, the double 16, the double 8. If that clicks tonight and he gets enough chances, he's got a really good chance. But can you imagine if his first set after being 2-0 down 99. And the confidence that would breed?
Well, 58 for Littler, 99 for Joyce. Littler on throw, wins this leg, he wins the set.
96.
And looking at the averages, it's Ryan Joyce who's in excess of 100.
Yeah, but he's not a suicide blonde. He's got a little bit of grey in the hair, does Ryan, at the age of 39. Just a mere matter of years older than his opponent, but Luke Littler does turn 18 next month. 347 for him. Nice 134 with 2 treble 19s to lead 2-1-3.
302. No route. Joyce can't find the trebles. Back to the 20s, and he's right on 58, not enough. Newcastle have won at Manchester United 2-0, and it ends Villa 2, Brighton 2, and Wimbledon have beaten Gillingham by 1-0. Day for the Toon, they are flying Premier League.
Yeah, what a great way to finish the year. It's been a sketchy year for Newcastle United. Eddie Howe. There's been some downs, but last 4 or 5 games, very much up.
Yeah. Place just 3 points behind Chelsea. Right, here goes Littler, hits treble 8 tops for the set, and just over the top, and Joyce, sadly for him, is nowhere near a finish.
Needs a maximum to lead double 12. He's on for it, but not anymore. Just a little bit too high.
98.
Leaves 106, and he'll expect to lose this set by 3-1.
Top end for Littler, the number 4 seed. Ooh, nearly hit big 5. And for the third time in the opening set, double 10 is and win at the Palace as he aims to set up a quarter-final tie with Nathan Aspinall. You get the feeling the young fella's enjoying it up there on the stage. Could spell trouble for the experienced Ryan Joyce. Littler leads Joyce by 1-0. Well, everyone thought that Ryan Joyce, his finishing needed to be on point if he had any chance of beating Luke Littler. The good news, Ryan Joyce is 100% on his double. The news, he's only had one shot at a double. First set, trial 1-0. Luke Littler averaging 93.27, 3 out of 7 on the outer ring. Just one effort for Ryan Joyce at double 8 in leg 3. So Luke Littler really looks to be enjoying there. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson taking you through action here. Final game at the Palace for 2024. Over on our talkSPORT Darts YouTube page, all the interviews, including Michael van Gerwen, who's just wrapped up his place in the quarterfinals, and all the darts content from across the talkSPORT network, along with all our live commentaries, and that's all thanks to the new Top Legends game. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson here. Ominous is the word I would say for Ryan Joyce.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You think about the previous two games that Littler's had, he didn't have a very comfortable start to his game against Ryan Meikle. He didn't look at ease with the situation. In his post-match press conference, that he was feeling the pressure before he even climbed the steps. Against Ian White, he was tested, he came out and won by 3 sets, but that looked anything but comfortable. But even though Littler's only averaged 93 with 43% on the doubles in that first set, although he has won it, it's the demeanour that is very encouraging. He looks more at ease. Now he's in the last 16. He's got Oki time in the tank. Having said that, he's only been up there for about, what, an hour and 15 in his 2 matches. Time. But looks more relaxed than the previous 2 games combined. And that is ominous.
Very much. 1, Joyce 0, race to 4 for a place in the quarterfinals on New Year's Day. We'll have all 4 of those across the talkSPORT network. And Luke Littler just throwing his practice darts. The 2 players back on the stage here. Ryan Joyce disappointed. Opening set, it was on the Joyce throw, so Luke Littler here has got the throw in the odd-numbered legs. And he'll be favourite to make it 2-0.
Starting pretty well. First start in the 60. Only walks away with a ton, so he'll be disappointed with that. Had a little Searle earlier today via text, and he wished Ryan Joyce all the very best. He said, I hope he plays the same way he did against me, because it would make for a very interesting contest. Very truthful, Mr. Searle.
Yeah. Very much so. Another Ryan. 1 set to 0 then, race to 4 here. Littler down to 261. Joyce on 400. He's looking at the green bit down the board.
96.
Finds it once for 96. So advantage Luke Littler in a stifling Alexandra Palace.
It really is stifling. At the end of a like this, the temperature really does rise. It permeates everything around this place. The scaffolding, the rigging, the stage, everything is warm. And if you're not warm as a dart player and at ease with the conditions, and Joyce is struggling, leaving 165.
Yeah. So Littler on 1-2-1. Can't take it out. All about leaving it as handy as he can. 55 scored. He will be back for 66. Joyce, nothing he can do here. Falls below the treble. He's in it now. What will he leave? Go out to ball? No, he comes down for the 19s. Nice visit. Leaves double 14. 66 though for Littler in the opening leg. Treble 14, double 12. No, double 12 is missed.
6 darts at a double missed here. And Joyce is getting his second look at a double. And he's hit them both. So there you go. If you want a bit of proof as to what Ryan Joyce is all about, you give him a shot at the outer ring, he won't miss. That's what he said in his post-match press conference after beating heavy metal Ryan Searle. If he gives me a shot, I won't miss. That's positive self-talk. I say that a lot, I know. But it's so important when you're up against this young prodigy who has changed this sport for the better.
1-0, Joyce leads. Ton for Joyce, 58 for Littler, who has dropped to set in each of his opening 2 games. He could have filled the bed there, Ryan Joyce, but he also thought that second dart was hilarious. Come down for cover, didn't find it.
He's been playing darts a long time, Ryan Joyce, up in Newcastle, a hotbed of local darts. You cut your teeth in that region, and then you start to travel, you will compete. It's a third northeast player into the last 8 in this championship. That's never happened before, and if he does, there's going to be another person from the north. There's already Stephen Bunting and Nathan Aspinall there, and Luke Littler's from the north of England as well. What's going on up there?
It's good up, you know, up north, you know.
Yeah, it's not so grim, right?
No.
60.
Darts.
170.
170 then for the big fish. Not going to go. So Joyce will get a look at 144, but this is to hold throw.
140. Ryan, you require 144.
144 left in the previous match. And no, but Ryan Joyce has got a treble 18. Doesn't quite get the next one, just a slight bit overpitched. And Littler likes double 15. He left it on purpose from 170, and he's hit it with the. And it's 1-1 in set 2.
And it is a break straight back. So they're back on throw here. 4 from 10, 40% Littler. 2 out of 2 for Ryan Joyce. And here goes Luke the Nuke with a 177 to open up. We all know what that means.
The crowd know what it means. They're either going to be cheering the next dart or booing it. Let's find out what he does from 3-2-4. They're booing.
Yeah, just short of the target.
58.
No big treble either. So Joyce here, well, he'll need 2 trebles to get back into the leg. He covers up the 20 bed, then big 7. It's not quite happening in the scoring stakes 45. At the moment for Ryan Joyce.
It's not, but it's still competitive at this stage. You might just have to find another crank of the gear.
96.
Littler leaves 170 again. Last time he was on it, he hit 140 to lead double 15, and it worked out pretty well.
Could be a max here. And there is. Second of the match for Ryan Joyce. Still not on a finish. Big fish. Not going to go this time either.
100.
Try to leave double 15 again. Last start does not hit the 60. And he's on 70 when he comes back. And that is a dart on the floor, clatters into his own barrel.
80.
All the momentum in flight lost when it hit
70.
the middle of the barrel first instead of the board. 137 Joyce, Littler 70.
Ball for double 10. Oh, he's hit double 6, so he's still alive. Double 4 he needs. He actually walked up to the board there. He couldn't believe it wasn't in. He wanted to see it with his own eyes. He didn't trust Charlie Coulston, and he misses double four. He still had a look to make sure it hadn't gone in.
I can't believe what I've just seen. Ryan Joyce on 137 first though. He doesn't get a treble 19 to start. We've just seen Littler go bull double. Throw the rule book out the window. He's on double two.
Double two, the target. Just short of it first dart, and again last dart in hand, and he's missed. That is 5 darts now he's missed, and Ryan Joyce has got a chance to break here. Needs tops. He's 2 from 2. Now he's 2 from 3. Is that a blocker dart? No, it's not. Ryan Joyce told us, if I get chances, I will take them. He is getting limited chances, but he's taking them all.
Absolutely right. And when he's hitting the double that he doesn't even like, that is a warning sign to the nuke. Still can't believe he went bull double 10 on 70. Ryan was on 137. He's the second best finisher in world. I've no idea what to say.
It's Littler's world. He'll do what he wants. And Joyce, having broken, opens up with 60, and Littler's all over it.
Yeah, he plays this game like it's a video game. And if this is what he does with it, maybe we...
You older fellas want to lighten up a bit.
Thanks for that.
100.
I was asked today if I was going to play at World Seniors. What an insult.
Well, you will do one day.
I'm 45. It's no age. This is a good shot, though. 140 from Joyce to get to 243. Only 22 behind Littler on 221. And he's 2-1 down in this set. Might not be for long.
140.
Down to 81 after 9. Joyce, any max here and leave a finish. No is the end. Next job, he's got to finish. 96 scored. He's left the outshot. 147. Will he get a look? Littler 81 to level up the set. And he hits treble 17 for double 15 and misses double 15, and Nico shakes his head.
There's a lot like that, but he loves it. Who are we to criticise? He's the one with the reputation and the titles. And he's going to have double 15 again because Joyce is not taking 147. Single 19 and 18 and 20. Goes around the board trebleless. So it's double 15 as he wanted. And he hits it this time. He's 28% on the doubles, but he's still averaging 97. Heaven forbid when he finds his top gear in this tournament or this match. What he did against Mikkel in the final set. But there's a look in his eye in this one. Take my eyes off it. You can't take your ears off it, everybody on talkSPORT 2, because believe me when I say he's staring through the board.
He is 2-2 in a second set. Littler won the opener, and Joyce, having broken twice in this set, will be kicking himself. He couldn't hold his own throw. It's 140, 140, 140, and Littler in the ascendancy with the throw, but back comes Ryan Joyce. Maximum, but he's only half a dart in front.
Well, if Luke is the nuke,
91.
then maybe Ryan Joyce is the football. You know what that means if he watches movies as I do. He'll have the codes to defuse the nuke.
65. Luke Rakai, 130.
130 then for the second set, and a lead. Single 20, good marker for the treble, gets it, bullseye for the set.
105.
On the green bit, missed quite a few in this leg. 116 for Joyce then to level up the
If
match.
he gets a shot at double 18, he is going to win this set. 80 with the first two, set dart, double 18, and there you go! Super reliable on the outer ring, and we've got a game, fans. Wherever you are on your smart speaker, car, big hello to all you truckers out there, and don't miss the next couple of sets because it's level at 1 set all on talkSPORT 2. Luke Littler's not having it all his own way. Ryan Joyce is just...
talkSPORT 2, official broadcast partner of the English Football League. The World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 with
as good as his word. Give me a shot and I'll take it, he said ahead of this match, and that's exactly what he has done. Only missed one shot at a double, didn't cost him the leg, he won it anyway. He is 4 out of 5, 80%, over 50% in the tournament so far. He's above his tournament average, 97.51 for the match. Littler just a fraction under 100, but it's 1-1 in sets, and 14 misses, something 2 sets for Luke Littler, and in fairness, the majority of them in that second set. Ryan Joyce made him play. It's 1-1. Paul Nicholson feels like we've got a game on now.
Absolutely. And you were actually in the commentary box last night when Luke Humphries was taking on Peter Wright. You said that and delivered. That's what he's doing. He's standing up there, toe-to-toe with the best player of the year, because he's won the most titles. That's not even up for debate. I know he's projected to be the world #2 at the end of this tournament, but he is the best player of 2024. He's won the Grand Slam, he's won the Premier League, he's won other things as well, pretty much wherever he's gone. And Joyce has stood with him and said, if you give me a chance, I'm going to win it. And in the first 2 sets, he has been a man of his word, like you said.
Food for thought. Littler dropped to set in his game against Wright, to set in his game against Ian White. What can Joyce do? It's only 60 at the start of the race to 4, remember. Winner of this one takes on Nathan Aspinall. I would imagine on New Year's Day night,
100.
the biggest draw in town will be on at the peak time, that is for sure.
Yeah, I can't really imagine that if it's Littler against Aspinall, that's going to be first game of the day. It's probably going to be the last one. But if it's Joyce against Aspinall, I can see that being second. Be interesting to see what they do with the schedule. But one thing I know about Luke, we saw him down at the Motor Super Series. We saw him come into his own. He won a WDF gold title in Ireland in 2022 and he was 15. Since then, he has incrementally got better and better and better. He's a world force now. But when it comes to motivation, there may be days where he thinks, do you know what, don't fancy it today. He does, and I'll tell you why. Because he wants that game with Aspinall. It's not about it being a world quarter-final. He just wants to play Aspinall here, on the stage, in front of these balmy lot.
Well, Joyce had a bounce out earlier. He's down to 161. 4-6 is in the red bit, and he's looking away in big style here. A maximum 7th of the match so far.
Only 7, set 3. 161 for Joyce, and he's missed the treble 18 on dart 2. That was so close. Hits the treble 1, has to come downstairs again and gets the treble 19 for a second time. Littler on 66. Where does he go? Is it treble 14? No, it's bull. Gets semi-bull. 1, tops. That's better. And a reaction from the nuke.
And it is yet another break of throw. That is 6 breaks of throw in this match. 1-1 in sets, 1-0. Littler leads. I'm surprised he didn't go double 16, double 15. Sorry, double 18, double 15 there.
Nothing's off the tee. He just plays the game how he sees it.
100.
This phrasing of generational talent, it's used too much in my opinion. But there's a generational change happening with Littler because he's showing us different ways to do things. And great players can do that. He's a great executioner, but he's also a brilliant thinker at such a young age.
57.
I think he's changed the way that players think now about what you need with 6 darts. Can you finish with 6 darts left? I think he has instigated a change of thought there, because he's saying, I'm going to go out in 6 darts here. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Michael van Gerwen started a trend of could be possible with 6 darts left. Well, Littler is actually doing what you've just said. From 3-4-4, he's hit a maximum to leave 1-6-4. These kind of conversions were found at the Grand Slam that he won.
1-6-4 to hold throw. It will be the first hold of throw since the 4th leg of the opening set. Well, he didn't need to go bull rook, so his first treble didn't go for 8 there. And he'll hit 140 to lead 24 for a 2-0 lead in set 3. Joyce on 204, nothing he can do here.
This is an opening of the standard. on a double after 12 is something that Ryan doesn't want to hear a lot from us. Winning a leg in 5 visits is something he doesn't want to hear either, but that is what Littler's done with his third 12. 2-0 up. I haven't seen him this pumped up in this World Championship for a sustained. He's not relaxed up there. He is motivated.
140 Joyce. Here comes Littler again, looking for yet another max. It's effortless. That's 3 and 3 legs in this set.
I'll tell you what, he really wants that ballon d'art, doesn't he? Didn't get it last year because Humphries got the big trophy for the most maxes. But there's another one for Joyce. That's 10 in the game, and he's still got a long way to go.
Treble 19 hit once for Littler. This is on the Joyce throw. Littler down to 225. Joyce on 181 after 6. He's in the red bit again. He said about the standard. Well, it's a ton. He's down to 81 after 9. He'll take that every time.
Yeah, he'll take it, but I really like the 19 switch on that last start. You get the single, you leave 82, which is a number he prefers. But now with Littler after that last start bullseye, this 81 might have to go. He's got 45 on treble 15. He's at double 4. Wow, that's missed by a good inch and a half. Might be a happy accident. He's got double 14 for a 12 darter.
53.
A rare error on the outer ring, and Littler's got 95 for the set.
Yep. Hits the treble 15. Then hits single 10 for tops just underneath. Set dart, been and gone. For Ryan Joyce, who hit 28 at the start of the second set, and he hits it to save the third set.
What did we say about second bite of the cherry? Thing is, if there is a second bite of the cherry, Joyce makes sure there's no cherry. He just takes it and he gobbles it up. Littler on that 95, by the way, went treble 15, 10 tops. That's different, but that's all about how he sees it.
For Littler, 59 for Joyce. There's something happening in the crowd here. There's pandemonium at the Palace. 134 Littler, who needs to win this leg to go 2-1 up. Joyce's scoring is just deserting him at exactly the wrong time.
Number 4 seed for the tournament, and that's, well, it's due to 2 brilliant tournaments before this. Making the final of the Players' Championship in Minehead, and of course winning the Grand Slam. The biggest ranking title of his career so far. Much bigger than that. 127 for the game and the set. He went for treble 9 after the 60 was hit. That makes a lot of sense because he's all about tops and 10s, and tops is what he will have for the set when he returns.
Yeah, and he will be back because Joyce is a mile away here. He's going to have to switch to 18s, which he does, to leave the big fish just in case Littler can't take out tops. Tops it is, 3-1 in the leg, 2 sets to 1. Luke Littler has got the throw in set 4.
I don't know about you, Mark, but I was reading the broadsheets this morning, and a lot of the papers were saying that Humphries losing was clearing a path for Littler to make another final. Peter Wright's name anywhere. Wow. What does Peter Wright have to do to get some respect around here after what he did to Humphries? And he's already said, don't blame Peter Wright for plotting his route, by the way. He said he was going to smash Humphries. He said he was going to smash Littler. And in order to get a third World Championship this year, he's got to go through them both potentially. Because Joyce, who hasn't been mentioned either, he's still in this one. He's only 2 sets to 1 down.
He is. But he's going to have to break the throw and hold here in this 4th set if he's going to level up the game. But he managed to break the Littler throw 3 times, which he won. So who knows what will happen here. You're live on talkSPORT 2, Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson. Good evening to all those watching on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe over there. With the winner up just after this game has finished. Joyce against the throws down to 140. Littler on 207, but he's making heavy inroads, and he leaves double 15 again, having hit 177.
Nobody's left it more than him. 140 for Joyce, has got a treble 18 and another double 16 imminent. Wow, that's so close, just on the outside. So Luke leaves double 15 and splits it. Single 3 for double 6.
18.
Boy, did he throw that violently, but it missed to the right anyway.
This for a breaker throw, Ryan Joyce, favourite part of the board, and that's why. Doesn't often miss down there, and he breaks through at the start of set 4. 2 sets to 1 here. Littler leads in a 4, and the crowd are getting what they expected. A really gutsy, determined Geordie in Ryan Joyce. But can he now hold his throw? Only 58, and this seems to be following a route of set 2 when he broke and then was broken, and we had 5 successive breaks in the set.
Hearing a lot of Ryan Joyce chants. Let's face it, this is an all-England clash. Don't for a moment think that everybody in the building is here for Luke Littler. Most of them may be, but there will be a lot of Ryan Joyce fans around in the darts world because he doesn't offend anyone. He's a big cuddly that happens to be the best on double 16 in the world.
They're kidding you on. They just want to see 7 sets and a match decision leg that Littler wins, and then they all go home happy. Barring Ryan Joyce.
100.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go home through the night or even tomorrow. It's a long journey back to Newcastle. £15,000 on this match, 35,000 guaranteed, 50 grand, which is the biggest check of Ryan's career when he made the quarterfinals 6 years ago. He's looking to equalise that.
134.
This is a... He's down to 75 after 12. Littler on 259, and he needs a treble. Gets one with his last start to leave 160 to go 2-0 up in set 4.
Single 18 for tops. 1 dart at the top.
35.
And when he misses it, he tends to miss it by about 1.5 centimetres.
This could be costly, but no, it won't be on this visit. 40 scored. Ooh, 44 scored out of the 160, so a big chance here for Joyce for 2-0 in the 4th set.
Does he miss it again? He does, but it's slightly underneath. Double 10. Missed slightly right. 3rd dart. Finds his way through. 2-0, Ryan Joyce in set 4. It's to 1 Littler, who is now 3. Do you need us to tell you what he hit? Because Charlie Corstavine's just confirmed it.
Better get Charlie some throat lozenges. He could be getting pretty active in the next 45 minutes or so here. Ooh, wicked deflection last start for Joyce. So Joyce is 2-0 up. Littler's got the throw, but Joyce knows that in the next leg he will have the throw to level up the match.
One is boiling up nicely. And all of a sudden there's a hush at Ali Pali as another max is hit, this time by Joycey.
Well, it's a relentless punishment of the 60 from both players. Littler down to a finish after 9, leaves 84. Can Joyce fill this up? No, he can't. Needs trebles. Got to get at least 1, and he doesn't. He's on a bogey.
He is indeed. Littler on 84. Chooses treble 18 for double 15. He's actually gone
74.
Sorry, what? He's gone treble 18, 10 double 84. Somebody check my brain, because it's broken.
Well, he's left 10. Joyce ruined the fact.
60.
Only 60 again. So Littler, which way is he going here? Straight at it? Yes, of course he is. Legs now. Ryan Joyce leads in the 4th set, but this leg to level it up. Brain is bamboozled by the Littler outshots.
I was not this bamboozled when I was in set 1 maths in high school, trying to figure out
100.
the square root of pi. He really does think differently, this kid. And let's face it, anything different is good. Life is not mundane when Luke Littler's around. It's not just about going and getting Young Sports Personality of the Year trophies and making friends with Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. Yes, that happened this year. He's making experienced darts people think, well, why am I doing this? You figure it out.
Well, 309 Littler, 319 Joyce. Joyce with a throw, he wins his leg. We've got a level game at 2. In a red bit, Ryan Joyce looking to fill it up. 140 doesn't quite get him down to a finish.
What a great game this is. 309 Littler. 57 followed by a bull and another 57. Board management leaves 145 to stay in the set. Joyce can do nothing from 179 but approach. 39 with the first two. It's a great last start, treble 18 to leave himself on 86, but Littler 145. He's not going to get it. Could be set over.
It could be, but it might only be a shot at the bull. And Littler has left double 6 just in case. Joyce then to level up the match. He's 86. He's hit 18. In his favourite double, relentless on the outer ring. Ryan Joyce is standing up here to the blowtorch treatment from Littler, and we are all level. Luke Littler shakes his head. If he thought he was in for an easy night, he thought wrong. This one could be going the distance. Ryan Joyce looks like he's on the stage at the local working man's club. Doesn't look bothered one little. This could be going all the way. Final place in the last state at stake on talkSPORT 2 tonight. It's Littler 2, Joyce 2.
talkSPORT 2.
What a dramatic night of darts we have brought for you. Stephen Bunting already safely through to the last day on New Year's Day, where he will take on Peter Wright, the former two-time champion of the world. MVG led Jeffrey de Graaf 2-0. De Graaf levelled it up before Van Gerwen went on to win 4-2 to wrap up his spot against Callan Ridge in the last 4. Also through, Chris will take on Gerwen Price on New Year's Day, and Nathan Aspinall is awaiting his opponent. But 28 minutes of hockey time in, it feels a lot longer than that. It's gone by in a breath here. It is 2-2 between Littler and Joyce. Interesting body language, Paul Nicholson, as the two players left the stage. Ryan Joyce looked like he didn't have a care in the world. Luke Littler looked a little bit hot under the collar.
Yeah, just a little bit, and that's Brian is making him feel this way that I'm about to describe. How do I get rid of this guy? Well, it's very simple. Getting shots at doubles. Littler has had nearly twice as many shots at double as Ryan Joyce. But the fact is, Joyce is the second best doubler in the world this year. And he's proving why he is very competitive in this World Championship. Sustained brilliance on the outer ring and the bullseye. He got chances right there, he took them. And Littler's got to keep him away from the outer ring with superior scoring. But when he efforts, He's got to start taking them because he's missing too many.
Yeah, 9 from 29 for Littler, 31%, 8 of 15 for Ryan Joyce, 53%. 7 180s to Luke Littler, who's now leading the Ballon d'Or for the most 180s. He is top of the pile. 7 for him tonight. Ryan Joyce with 5. Plenty more of those to come. You are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship with Village Hotels. Find rooms for as little as £49 in the Big Village sale at villagehotels.com. Joyce with a throw then. Start of set 5.
He looks good. He looks ready. And if Joyce is going to go away, think again. Littler might have to go up a notch. Well, that's a scary thought. He's already averaged 102.
Yeah. 140 in response. Joyce, a perfect start to the leg, can't follow it in, and that's a pretty awkward opening dart and an awkward second dart as well. 58. Only 58.
Fascinating tonight. I'm sure a lot of them are staying in London over the new year. Seen a Norwegian flag out there, German flags aplenty.
121.
Lots of people from all over the world getting this ticket tonight, and very lucky to get them as well, hoping that they would get a blockbuster match to end the year. They're 46. Getting it.
Yeah, Joyce's last 2 visits have been a little bit light. We saw Jeffrey de Graaf peg back Michael van Gerwen at 2-2. The break seemed to come in time. Just a little bit of a lull in the scoring here. Start of set 5. 2-2 it is. Red bit for Joyce. Well, we knew about Ryan Joyce. He'd just go out and throw his own game. Whether he wins 4-0, loses 4-0, or wins a cracker 4-3, he'll play his own way, and that is a talent in itself.
Yes, it is, because there's a lot of dart players who are very good in this era who are bothered about media, they're bothered about rankings. Ryan doesn't care. 60, 17, and tops, and he's now ahead. Honestly, trust me when I say this. There are only a few things in the world that Ryan Joyce cares about. He cares about money. He cares about his friends. He cares about having fun on the dartboard. And he'll be having a blast up there right now. Whether he's winning or losing or somewhere in between. This is a great contest.
Well, the 9, another perfect start to a leg. How many times have we said that for Littler tonight? Averaging 102.27. He's on 275 on his own throw. Here comes from 401, steaming into the red bit.
Fascinatingly, if you're going to take on someone like Luke Littler when he's doing things like that, it's another maximum to leave 95. I wonder how he's going to go for that, by the way, but this is their first meeting. They've never met before. Against this talent is on the biggest stage of the lot, and Joyce has left a bogey number.
Yeah, that's so it is 15 for treble, 20 for double, 10.
75.
Dart missed, and now Joyce is kicking himself here because this would have been a free go against the Littler throw.
He can't do that. Now, I'm going to criticise him for it because
60.
Ryan, with his experience, 20. He should not be leaving 162. Double 10 for Littler. Academic. 1-1 in set 5. Still finally poised.
When we say it's academic, he would have had a shot up if it had been 161. He would have had a shot to win the leg. Didn't give himself that shot. Opens up with a steady ton. It's 2-2 in sets. It's 1-1 in legs. You're live on talkSPORT 2. What a belting end to the day. Yeah. And the good news is next year's action's only 2 days away.
Hold the phone, everybody. 3-2-4 after 3 for Littler. It's about the 6th time in the match that he started with an effort that could yield a 9-darter. Here we go again. It's perfect. It is a 5.
104.
Doesn't flicker. He really wants to get this 9-darter tonight. He's running out of time, but the victory is more important.
It is, and it's not assured. It's far from. Ryan Joyce, great visit from 301, gets down to 167. He will get a look at a finish, but Littler's going to pile on the pressure here. He's going to pile it on big time. 144 leaves top. So Ryan Joyce told his throw needs 167. Looking down the board, can't find the treble, and Littler's going to get a break of throw. You would feel in the third leg of the fifth set.
Easy for us to say, but this is what Littler needs to do. Scoring power, get to the double. Joyce gets a shot. Dart 3 on tops is missed. Oh my, he's high twice. And then the adjustment, it was way too low. And Joyce now could take the lead in set 5 again with 68. This is gettable.
This is vital. He's hit the single, so it's going to be 16 for double 16. Biggest mark dart of the match, and he's hit big 8. There was silence in the auditorium there. He misses the double, so Littler survives. You don't think he'll miss double 10 again. The first dart, and inside double 5, massive. Wow, big moments. Ryan Joyce had a chance to hold. Littler breathes a huge sigh of relief.
Littler's mum can't watch right now. She's a bag of nerves. She's watched him play all of his young life. She's been through the mill when she's seen him win. Just over 12 months ago, he became World Junior Champion. Not World Youth Champion, World Junior Champion. On January the 3rd this year, he had a chance against Luke Humphries to be World Junior Champion, World Youth Champion and World Champion at the same time.
I think that last leg could be the deciding factor. I think if Ryan Joyce can go 2-1 up there, possibly go 3-2 up in sets, now he needs a break of throw here to stay in the fifth set, and Littler is piling in down to 1-2-4 after 9 darts.
That is bad news for Ryan. The 180s are very frequent now. Scoring pack right now of tons 140s and 180s is huge. 1-2-4 for Littler. Doesn't get a shot at the bull. The single 18 is small, 56. Just like dart 3. Leaves himself on 68. Joyce back on 2-4-5, but answers on a postcard or by carrier pigeon as to how Littler gets 68 out.
139.
Bull double 9.
68.
He's looking at treble 16, hits it, the single to 12, leaves tops, and this time he pins it. An emotion from the teenager. Come on, he shouts. Well, he's had to survive a nervy period in that fifth set, but he comes out with it, and he's now throwing at the start of set 6, knowing that 3 holds are thrown. He will face Nathan Aspinall here on New Year's Day.
I think there's been a lot of people thinking that Littler is not at his prime level in this tournament.
100.
Ryan Meikle made it awkward for him. He responded. He had the only average of over 100 in round number 2. People tend to forget 60. That. He still had the best performance in his first game, which he was nervous in. He beat Ian White by 4 sets to 1. He's had the kitchen sink thrown at him in that fifth set by Ryan Joyce. He still won it. And now he's legs away from playing against Nathan Aspinall on New Year's Day. Is there another twist from Ryan Joyce?
I just wonder, that double 16 that he went into single 8, I think that 56. Could be the beginning of the end for Ryan Joyce. I might be writing him off a touch too soon. It's 3-2 here. He's on 306, Joyce at the hockey, and he's filling in. Way down at the bottom of the board, 1-7-1. Who said this fella's done yet? He's first to a finish against the Littler throw. Littler on 205.
Ryan would say he's like an undercooked steak. He's not done yet. 135 when he comes back.
41.
Well, that's intelligent from Littler. He's left to finish, even though it's a biggie of 164. Massively centre bullseye there for Joyce. Doesn't get treble 19, but does get another bull, which leaves a lovely looking double 8.
164 to raise the roof. He's hit the treble. Can't follow it in. You fancied him for that, and he too leaves it very handy on tops. Joyce to break throw. Start of set 6, double 8. Right in the middle. Who's written this guy off too soon?
Not us. And not Luke Littler. This is a serious test for the number 4 seed. It's as if Ryan Joyce is a big ball of snow. There's more snow on Alexandra Palace Hill, and Littler's trying to push him up the hill. So far, he is succeeding, but it's never easy.
5, Ryan Joyce, 3-6-1 Littler. Joyce with a throw at the start of leg 2. He trails 3-2. What a game of darts this has been. Littler 102.3, Joyce 98.28.
140.
Joyce a dart and a half behind as he comes to the hockey on 305.
I remember years ago when Eric Bristow won the World Championship and people said,
140.
under, oh, he's left 165 again, Ryan Joyce. What are you doing, Ryan? Sorry, that was
He
just...
should have switched there.
I don't understand what he's doing.
46.
Well, he's got away with it because Littler's thrown in a bag of nails, 46 lead, 175. But Joyce there had to be smarter than that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if he's playing a little bit of mind games, but it doesn't seem like it. I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing, but it's so unlike him to do
97.
that. I'll come back to my point about Luke Littler's age in the next leg.
68 for Joyce. Littler on 175, hits 65. So
Record
Joyce
68.
for a 2-0 lead in set 6, trails 3-2. Treble 20 hit, double 4. Just on the outer wire, can he see enough of it? Oh, he
60.
can't. How did that not go in?
110.
110, he's looking south. Single 19, 51 for tops, doesn't find the treble 17.
90.
But the treble 18 is good to leave double 10. 8 points for a second bite of the cherry once again for Joyce. He's now on double 2. He's going around the houses.
Game shot on the second man.
First time he's hit that one in this match. It's 2-0 to Joyce in set 6. Is Littler going to go the distance for the first time in this tournament? I think he believes he is.
He hitting. And so he should be. Oh, Ryan Joyce a bounce out of the 60. Hits 120 anyway, but it could have been a whole lot more. It get the feeling we're on the verge of something huge here tonight. And if Littler comes out the right side of the ledger, and he may still do, he's going to have been given the fright of his life.
Nothing wrong with getting a fright, as long as you've got the answers.
140.
If you're scared of ghosts, who are you going to call? If you're scared of losing, you will lose. Simple as that. And Littler, he's not scared of losing, he just loves winning.
Well, Ryan Joyce on 2-4-1 here. If he can get a treble, he'll be first to a finish. He does get a 1-4-1. Littler's on 180. You'd imagine here 140 to leave in the red bit. He's in it again. Just moves along the hockey casually to toss it into the single to leave tops. Joyce for the set, and parity needs 1-4-1.
Looking down south. No treble 19 for him, so Littler's going to keep the set alive, you would feel. He's got tops with 3. 76 with the first 2 darts for Joyce. Leaves 65. Went for treble 11,
84.
but gets an 8. Tops for Luke Littler to be 2-1 down in set 6. Gets it with dart 2. This time he measures it perfectly, and his mum still can't watch. She's staring straight ahead and just clapping when she hears the referee saying game shot, and the third leg, Luke Littler.
Well, this is the biggest leg of the tournament so far for me. Can Ryan Joyce hold his throw and take us to 3 sets each? You're live on talkSPORT 2. You are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship with Village Hotels. Find rooms for as little as £49 in the big Village sale
95.
at villagehotel.com. 134 Joyce, 95.
I'm starting to get deja vu from last year's last match.
100.
Was Humphries against Cullen. That was unbelievable. That went the distance.
I just hope it goes to a deciding set, because if Littler is going to win this tournament, he's going to have to overcome some adversity on the way, and he might be about to get a whole barrel load of it here from the Geordie. Ryan Joyce doesn't
60.
find a treble. Down to 207. Littler on 316, and Max gets him on a finish.
Oh, that was a fierce one. Short of a finish on 176, and he knows that he needed the max, because Joyce comes back on 207. He's looking to leave 67 and get there. So 107 will have to do. It will be for the set, but Littler's going to hit a 136 probably. There you go.
136
to leave tops.
107.
Joyce, 107 to take us to a decider. can't hit the treble 19, can't hit treble 20, and Littler nods his head. He created the opportunity, this to level it up. He'll be throwing for the match if this tops goes, and it does. Littler has been tested, and Littler is coming up with the answers.
Showing extraordinary patience in a very tough situation against an opponent averaging 97.87 and 50% on the doubles, as per usual, from the Geordie Ryan Joyce.
Littler has had virtually double the visits at a double. 41 plays 22. It's 14 legs to 11 in old money, but we're playing sets tonight. And a 2 for Littler, and he is closing in on victory. 3-1-4, Joyce on 4-0-2. Comes down the board, hits treble 19. Needs another one, you feel. Gets another one. A knife edge.
Yeah, that's really good from Joyce, but Littler's pretty incredible. 1-2-8 with 2 treble 18s. That one's a little bit better. That 140 leaves 174. He's 2 visits away from winning the match, but Joyce, if he wins this leg, he keeps the match alive with a 177 to leave 92, and that's a guaranteed shot.
Littler from 174, it's 58. Joyce once again to take us all the way. 92 needed. Can he hit the treble? He does. 2 darts at double 16. Clips the wire. Biggest dart of the match. And he's wired it. He couldn't have been any closer. Ryan Joyce misses 2. Littler needs single 19. Tops for the match. Match start been and gone. He looks to the skies.
Joyce for set 6. It's his favourite double. He's missed it twice on the wire. Does he miss again? Dart 2 will tell us. We have another set. It's 3-3. This has been an amazing game of darts. Both averaged over 100 in a brilliant set. And now, 1 set left this year. It's Ryan Joyce or Luke the Nuke. Keep it talkSPORT 2. You do not want to leave this. This is one heck of a game.
60. Only 60 for Joyce. In effect, you've got to win by 2 clear legs. You're going to have to break the opponent's throw here, and Littler's in just the mood to do it. Opens up with a max. His 11th of the night.
My word, he's got a face like thunder. But Joyce has been doubling like lightning.
96.
My word, what a night. Bunting started with a 4-0 against Woodhouse. Then Van Gerwen went through. The Nuke's got ideas. He's got ideas of something that we've seen twice in the tournament. And when he gets a face like thunder, sometimes perfection follows.
141 for perfection. Can't do it. Can't do it. Going out in 2. He's hit treble 17.
81.
And leaves 60. Look, he's got to concentrate on winning the game. As much and as great as a 9-darter would be, it's a little bit more important than that at the moment.
124. Luke requires
60 left. Littler not throwing the flat dart, going for 20 tops. Last dart in hand, hits tops. It's an immediate break of throw and a very measured exhalation from Luke, who now just has to hold here and then hold again potentially in leg 4 to win the test, which is now getting to the 45 minutes of hockey time mark.
How do they do it? I'm just watching. My heart is beating out of my chest. The excitement is incredible.
96.
I say it many times. I say it every time I come here. How can you nuts as a sport? It is amazing.
Yes, it is.
97.
Mason home in the car listening to talkSPORT 2, as well as a lot of other people are. They will say when the heat is on and you're playing well,
100.
you love games like this. You have to enjoy the battle. And Littler is enjoying this battle. He's got 12 maximums
100.
to Joyce's 6. It's actually quite surprising he hasn't got more than that.
Yeah, he did have quite a lean spell Not sure what leg it was in, but he had one. Well, there you go. Ryan Joyce is having a poke at the maxes now.
Here comes another one from Luke.
To leave tops.
Exactly. But Joyce has got 1-2-5 to equalise in set 6 on 1. Bullseye. No, he's got a 15. That's fortunate. 60 bull left. And he fancies it. You've just had a little bit of fortune. Play the joker in the pack, Ryan. 60 bull. Doesn't get it. So Littler's got a chance for 2-0 in the final set.
This to move back within 1. Right in the middle of the bed. Looks across. Points to his family. He's putting him through the ringer tonight, that is for sure. But Ryan Joyce now is throwing to stay in the tournament. To stay in the championship. And to stay in with a chance of reaching New Year's Day and quarterfinals here at the Palace.
Now they're shouting Luke Littler's name because, let's face it, you can't not. This is impressive. 2-0 in this final set, and Ryan Joyce needs to win the next 2 to stay alive.
You know, when you got a text earlier on from Ryan Joyce plays like he did against me, he has played like he did against Ryan Searle.
Oh, he has. This has been the stiffest test of his career. And he stood up to the guy and said, I'll go to the end with you.
But Luke Littler has hit 4 maximums in 2 and a bit legs of darts. We say it every time. The good players find when it really matters. And he has found a way here.
88.
And he is potentially 4 darts away from the quarterfinals, unless Joyce can find a 140 here and he'll be first in. Well, it's a ton. He's going to get a look at 146.
I've just seen him from Littler, but the thing is we don't have time to explain it, so let's move on. He's got 176. He's at treble 17 with the last dart to leave. 86 for the match if Joyce doesn't take 146, which now he can't. So it's down to Littler to get more shots for the match. He's already had 1 dart at tops. He missed it. Does he get more from 86? He should.
Yeah, the match start at the end of set 6. 86 for the match then, and a place in the quarterfinals. Double 16, another match start. Double 8. 3 match starts have been and gone now.
What's Joyce going to do on 56? 20 for double 18? There's your single 20. Seriously, the double is that impressive. Under pressure, needs to hit it, gets it hit. But Alexander Palace, when he was going, was silent. It was genuinely silent.
140 from Littler. Wins this leg, he wins the match. Ryan Joyce, this performance would have beaten many at the tournament. He replies with a 140 of his own. This has been a titanic tungsten tussle to round off 2024.
You're not wrong. We're going to get games like this between Joyce and Littler. Stick them in the Premier League. You can't get enough of this stuff. This is like a never-ending box of chocolates that you get at Christmas.
Well, no treble for Joyce, so 6 darts from 2-6-1. Littler to win an absolute rip-roarer, and he's in. And he's in. 140 is down to 1-2-1. Joyce got to hit a max here, you feel.
He's got to use the 18s from 302. Going to get to a finish. At least this time he did the right thing, but 58 is not the right thing. 2-1 for Littler, the number 4 seed to progress. Single 20. Doesn't get the 51. That might be a blessing. 55. Went for treble 18, and when he comes back, 66 this time. He couldn't take 86. It's getting easier.
Well, you say that. He might only get 1 at a double. 96 for Joyce, leaves 148. Littler for the match then to end the class. Treble 14 for double 12. And Luke Littler, for the 2nd year in a row, is through to the quarterfinals of the PDC World Darts Championship. That was a match worthy of the final itself. Ryan Joyce, relentless by name, relentless by nature. 13 out of 27 on the doubles. But Littler, who missed a few opportunities on the outer ring, missed 3 match darts. Over 103. He has been pushed to the very, very limit. But the 6-year-old will 2025 with a World Championship quarter-final date with Nathan Aspinall. But he has been pushed to his limit tonight. But he had the answer. He's through to the quarter-finals. Commiserations, Ryan Joyce. Genuinely couldn't have played too much better than that. Didn't deserve to lose. It was one of those games. But it's Littler who progresses to the final 8. And he, the favourite, is through. What a game. Littler beats Joyce by 4 sets to 3.
Thank you. Set down his marker. Littler's done the same. He missed a lot of darts at double in that match. 31 darts at a double and still averaged over 103. There's another level in there somewhere. If he needs it, he will probably find it. Ryan Joyce has done the world no favours right there, because he has pushed Littler towards his limit, and now Littler knows it's there if he needs it. But what I want to say about Ryan Joyce is this. Great tournament. He's played better in this tournament than he did in 2019 when he made the quarterfinals. Hold your head up high, Ryan. You've done Newcastle proud tonight. You've done yourself proud. And when you go to 2025, Sean, and we cannot wait to see you back. But Littler is just on another planet at this point in time.
He's a relieved young man. He was pushed to his extremes there, the nerves. He missed a match start to win it 4-2. Ryan Joyce held his nerve. That was a very impressive game of darts. Luke Littler is through. He is our 8th player through to the final 8 that looks like this, ordered to be determined. We'll know that. I would guesstimate on New Year's Day lunchtime it'll be Peter Wright and Stephen Bunting and Chris Dobie against Gerwen Price, and in the evening I guess we'll get Michael Van Gerwen against Callan Rydz and Luke Littler against Nathan Aspinall. You'll hear all 4 games live on talkSPORT 2, a double session of quarter-final action on New Year's Day. What a way to end the year, and what a way to start the new one we've got for you in 2 days' time.
Can't wait. I know that everybody's having a day off tomorrow, and just like 12 months ago, maybe we deserve it. We've been shouting our hearts out on talkSPORT 2, trying to get our words out, but this sport is just amazing. There's been a lot of talk about taking darts away from the Palace and maybe putting the world somewhere else because there's clamour for tickets. But games like that, they come alive in a place like this. The acoustics, the heat, the fans, everything about it. That was an alley-pally great game amongst a lot of great games in this tournament. But that game was not just about Littler. That was about someone else playing their heart out. And Ryan Joyce has pushed Littler to the brink. But in that last set, he found 100. And that's the kind of thing that Ryan struggles to do.
4-180s, and he took his opportunities in that deciding leg. Deciding set. Luke Littler averages 103. His tournament average now over 100. That is going to be some game with Nathan Aspinall on New Year's Day. Right, quick one, quick fire. Name me your semi-finalists. Who wins in Peter Wright and Stephen Bunting?
Come back to that one.
Luke Littler against Nathan Aspinall.
Littler.
Dobie against Price.
Oh, don't do this to me. Price.
And Van Gerwen against Rydz.
Callan.
Wow, okay. Right, go on then. Right against Bunting. Get off the fence.
That is... I can't call that one. I think that's got tiebreaker on it. And I think that'll be 9 sets. But I think Peter Wright... That could be the game of the tournament.
It makes me wonder every year how many times we say here on talkSPORT 2. Thanks to everyone that's got involved on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page. We'll have an interview with Luke Littler to come. That'll be up there, posted very, very shortly indeed. You can keep up to date with all our interviews of the players, all our darts content from across the talkSPORT network, along with our live comments. All thanks to the new Top Trumps Darts game. And in the afternoon, it will be Dobie against Price and Michael Van Gerwen against Callan Rydz. That means Wright Bunting and Littler Aspinall are our 4 confirmed quarterfinals. You'll hear them all live right here on talkSPORT 2. Remember, semi-finals and finals across on talkSPORT on Thursday And Friday night, every dart remaining here at the Palace will be on the talkSPORT network. Our thanks to Paul, producer Matt, also Dance and Chris Mason as well. Our team in 2024 will be back in 2 days. Don't worry, the darts is not gone for long, and if you're missing it that much, you can re-watch all the games on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page. Next on talkSPORT 2, EFL All Access with Hugh Wozencroft and Adrian Clark. We're off to lie down for about 26, 28 hours. We'll be back soon with the darts. Well done to Luke Littler. The favourite is through to the last 8, but he was pushed all the way by Ryan Joyce. Littler wins a cracker by 4 sets to 3. Good night.